True Media. Hey, I want to talk to y'all about something that's very, very important, and it's pertaining to lust of the flesh. I want to talk about that word lust, and I want to talk about the importance of how to keep your mind stable on the things you need to be focused on that's going to set you apart from other people who's out here just having this spirit of lust. You feel what I'm saying? Keep your mind focused on the things that matters. Things that's going to bring you results in a positive way. We live in a world where sex seems to be like it's the number one thing that's portrayed in the media. It's the number one thing that everybody is seeking after. They seeking after sex, whether it be man for women or women for men or man on men or women on women. Sex and lust is destroying this world, man. It's destroying this world. You feel what I'm saying? And it's natural for us to create and procreate and hook up and be involved with one another. You dig what I'm saying? It's natural for human beings to, be intimate. That's just a part of nature. But at the end of the day, if you can't control your mind, or you can't control your hormones, or you can't control your thoughts when it comes to, just giving your body to anybody or just trying to be with anybody, it's a spirit of lust that's on you that you need to pray to the Most High to fix. And it's a lot of people suffering from this spirit of lust. You know what I mean? The entire world is under this spirit of lust. And it's a demonic spirit, dog. And I'm telling you, if you don't understand that, sometimes if you don't practice celibacy and you don't practice semen retention and you don't practice being alone for certain periods in your life and understanding that you don't have to always be intimate with somebody all the time. If you don't understand that, you're going to suffer. You're going to suffer from that demon. You're going to suffer from that spirit of lust. And you're going to be with the worst people. You're going to be in the worst situations. You're going to find yourself in some of the worst predicaments, because you got to understand, man, it all start with your mind, man. If your mind is so hell-bent on sex all the time and being intimate with somebody all the time, you got a lot of growing and developing to do. You got a lot of growing and developing to do. And the entire world is under a spirit of lust. You can't even go online without seeing something inappropriate, man. Especially, and you don't even got to be looking for it. You dig what I'm saying? So yeah, like I was saying, man, understand, man, that spirit of lust that shit can destroy you, man. That shit can destroy you, man. It can taint your spirit with all kind of demonic spirits that's entering your body. And you don't understand what that shit does to your mind. You don't understand what it does to your attitude. That's why y'all be saying, man, why everybody a lot of people out here don't seem like they in the right state of mind. That's because of them. A lot of people out here, man, they spirit has been tainted. They frequency has been thrown off, because they out here willy-nilly laying with anybody and everybody. You know what I mean? And trying to be intimate and trying to be accepted or accepting everybody. You dig what I'm saying? And you don't know the kind of trauma that shit is causing to your spirit. You feel what I'm saying? And the world is suffering from it. And like I was saying, we living in a world where you don't even got to be looking for this shit to just run across your phone. It'll pop up on your phone, man. And it's like these demonic forces and these demons out here, man, is running the world and getting a lot of people to fall into temptation through lust. That's why a lot of people ain't, recovering in their marriages. A lot of people is breaking up with their spouses. A lot of happy homes has been broken up over lust. You can't sleep at night because you don't know what your wife out doing. You can't sleep at night because you don't know what your husband out doing. Because everybody is driven by this spirit, and it's demonic. And this shit'll taint your spirit, and it'll throw off everything that you build up for yourself, dog. It'll throw off your mind, your heart. It'll throw off your frequency and your vibration, and this shit'll have you stuck. And if you ain't careful, I'm telling you, man, you gonna think it's normal, because it's gonna come it's not gonna feel like it's causing you damage. But internally and spiritually, that shit is causing you a gang of trauma and damage that you don't understand, dog. You might not never recover from. And so be careful who you sought after, you know what I mean? Because it might not be you, but it might be the person you be intimate with who end up causing you to lead down a road of destruction and passing something on to you can't get rid of. And I ain't talking about an STD. I'm talking about the spirit of lust. So be careful, man. I know as humans, it's natural for us to want to be intimately involved with each other. I understand that. But you better be careful who you being involved with. Because the shift and the exchange of energy is real and it's powerful. And I don't think we talk about this shit enough. You got kids out here making decisions that adults should be making when it pertains to their sex and their gender. Just look at the kind of sick ass world we living in. You know what I mean? It's sick. I remember back then when I was growing up, you have to pay for certain sites. You have to pay for certain, movies and shit. After hours movies, if y'all know what I mean. You feel what I'm saying? You had to, you was looked down upon if you was a 304, if you was pretending to be a prostitute. You was looked down upon in our community. You wasn't accepted if you was with the opposite sex and you was out here being a lesbian or man on man. That we didn't accept that shit when I was coming up. But now it seems like everything is getting swept under the rug and everybody can be who they want to be with who they want to be with. And I don't agree with that shit. And it all stems from that word lust. Because a lot of people is driven by lust. And they don't understand that they got demons that operate within them. That's causing them to think and live and be a certain kind of way. You can't even turn on the TV. You can't even turn on Instagram or YouTube or Facebook without seeing some inappropriate shit. So your kids seeing it. Your kids seeing it if we got, for the ones who got kids out here. It's easy for them to get access to this shit. It wasn't easy for us to get access to that kind of stuff back then. You get your ass caught, you get your ass whooped for that kind of shit from my parents and my family. But now it seems like it's so accepted and, it's normal. It's a part of the normal way of doing things now. You dig what I'm saying? They putting this shit all on TV, all in TV shows, all in the award shows. Got these artists out here selling their body, selling their soul, dog, for some money. Got these kids out here making decisions that 20 and 30-year-olds should be able to make. And they only 11, 12, 13 years old making decisions of a grown person. And they got rights to bag them up to say that they can do it. And so understand, man, we living in a world that's suffering from that word lust. And everywhere you turn, everywhere you look, you see some inappropriate shit that you don't even ask to look for. You ain't even asking to be a part of. You just see shit just coming out the blue, just popping up out the blue. And that's why I say, man, we got to get closer to God. We got to practice being alone sometimes. I'm not talking about in the sense of, not dealing with nobody at all or not talking to nobody. But I'm talking about intimately. I'm talking about unless you married, right? Unless you married or unless you in a long-term relationship, that's different. You know what I mean? What you do with your partner, be, in the confines of y'all home, that's different. That's different. I ain't talking about y'all. I'm talking about for the ones that's out here who's in between. You know you got a good woman at home, but you cheating on her, man, because you driven by that spirit of lust. You know you got a good man at home, sis, but you out here sleeping with everybody. And what make it even sad, and what I'm disappointed more so ever about this whole situation, is the women of today has truly became like men and let theyself go as a woman. When you a woman, you got to stay in a woman place. You can't do what men do. See, men sleep around. Men have the pick of the litter because it's 7 women that every man in the world. That's just the way it is. And I'm not saying to make it right for us to do, but I'm saying that women can't do what men do. And we had accepted and adopt this mentality and this mindset of thinking that we got to accept women for being 304s, dog. And we don't, and we shouldn't. And this shit ain't cool for our daughters, man. This shit ain't cool for our nieces. This shit ain't cool for the younger generation that's coming up behind us. Because now look what the world done turned into. You got women prostituting their body on OnlyFans. You got women prostituting their body on Instagram. You got women prostituting their body on TikTok. And all these back pages and back sites and shit, just to get some clout and some money. And if we don't stand up and take a stand for what's right, we gonna perish. And so now we got women out here trying to do what men do. They sleeping around with all these different men. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 men a week. And they looking at it like it's normal. They looking at it like it's nothing wrong with it. But you don't understand, sweetheart. You tainting your spirit. It's throwing off your pH balance. It's throwing off your frequency, your vibration. And brothers, we ain't no better. You can't be out here sought after women all day long. You can't be out here praying after women all day long. And what I mean by that is basically, you hunting women. You hunting them down. You trying to knock them down and just get rid of them. Dog, you can't do that kind of shit, dog. You can't be out here moving like that on that kind of time, man. Because you're going to get caught up sooner or later by doing that shit. Learn how to control your lust. Learn how to control and ask God to restore you of not being involved for certain periods of time with all these different people. That shit ain't good for your spirit, man. And we don't understand that. That shit fucks your mind up. It messes up the energy, your frequency, your vibration. Everything get thrown off because of lust. And don't nobody want to talk about this. Hold up. You feel what I'm saying? Don't nobody want to talk about it, but I'm going to talk about it because it's necessary. It's something that needs to be talked about. So in closing, y'all understand, man, be careful who y'all give y'all body to. You feel me? This is your temple. This is your temple. This is supposed to be the temple of God. You feel me? Your body. This is supposed to be the temple of God. Be careful who you give your body to. Understand what I'm saying? Everybody ain't worthy of your time. Everybody ain't worthy of getting a part of you intimately or even emotionally. Everybody not worthy of that. And you killing yourself the more you lay down with these people, with these demonic spirits. You killing a part of yourself every time you do it. You don't understand the kind of damage that it's doing to you. Long term, you're going to suffer from that shit. You dig what I'm saying? So understand, man, clean yourself up. I know at the end of the day, we all like to be intimate. You feel what I'm saying? And it's a part of It's natural. It's a part of nature. It's a part of who he is. You feel what I'm saying? That's just the way it is. But you can't be out here just sleeping with anybody and shit, man. Learn how to spend some time to yourself and clean yourself up and get yourself right. You feel me? Learn how to do without for a little bit and rejuvenate yourself a little bit. You know what I mean? Get your chakras balanced. Rebalance your chakras and shit from the top to the bottom. Stop going along with this world and this perception that you can just, sleep with how many ever people you want to, and it's cool to do, man. That shit ain't cool, man. So I want y'all to understand, man, be easy on yourself, man. Take care of yourself, man. Mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally. Take care of yourself, man. You dig what I'm saying? And be careful who you involve yourself with. Straight up. Because that spirit of lust will hit you and it'll drag you straight to your grave. Understand what I'm saying? So in closing, I love y'all. Thank y'all for everything, man. And y'all holler at me, man. If y'all need me to talk about something or y'all suggesting me to talk about something, just leave it in the comments and I'll get to y'all when I can. You feel me? But I thank y'all for all the support, everything, man. God bless y'all. Y'all be good. Holler at y'all later. Peace out.